Deep in the sands of Egypt, a treasure lay hidden for centuries. It was not gold or jewels, but a book. This book, the Gospel of Thomas, contained sayings attributed to Jesus. Discovered in 1945, it offered a glimpse into early Christianity. Unlike the familiar Gospels, Thomas presents Jesus' teachings as riddles and parables. The Gospel of Thomas is a collection of 114 sayings of Jesus. Scholars believe it was written in the 1st or 2nd century, around the same time as the canonical Gospels. The discovery of this text sent shockwaves through the world of biblical scholarship. It challenged traditional views of Jesus and early Christianity. The Gospel of Thomas offers a unique perspective on the teachings of Jesus. It is a window into a time when Christianity was still in its infancy. The discovery of this ancient text has sparked debate and controversy among scholars and theologians alike, and more on inner transformation. In one saying, Jesus tells his disciples, "The kingdom of God is inside of you and it is outside of you." This suggests that the divine is not distant, but within each person. Jesus often spoke in parables, using everyday objects and experiences to convey spiritual truths. In Thomas, he compares the kingdom of heaven to a mustard seed, small but powerful. He also likens it to a treasure hidden in a field waiting to be discovered. These teachings emphasize personal experience and seeking. They suggest that true understanding comes from within, not from external authority. The Gospel of Thomas presents a Jesus who is more teacher than Messiah, guiding his followers towards self-discovery. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Gospel of Thomas is its hints about reincarnation and the afterlife. In one saying, Jesus tells his disciples, "I have cast fire upon the world, and look, I am guarding it until it blazes." This cryptic statement has been interpreted as a reference to the cycle of death and rebirth. Some scholars believe that these teachings reflect the influence of ancient Egyptian beliefs, which emphasized the transmigration of souls. The concept of reincarnation was not uncommon in the ancient world, and it is possible that early Christians were influenced by these ideas. The Gospel of Thomas does not offer a detailed explanation of reincarnation or the afterlife. However, the hints and suggestions it provides are tantalizing. They suggest that early Christians may have held a more complex and nuanced view of these matters than is commonly recognized. Why was the Gospel of Thomas excluded from the Bible? Early church leaders faced many choices as they compiled scriptures. They sought texts reflecting their understanding of Jesus and his message. The Book of Enoch, despite its popularity, was also left out. Both it and Thomas offered views that, while intriguing, did not align with the emerging Christian orthodoxy. The Book of Enoch, like the Gospel of Thomas, offers a glimpse into the diversity of early Jewish and Christian beliefs. It is a collection of apocalyptic writings attributed to Enoch, the great-grandfather of Noah. The book describes Enoch's visions of heaven and hell, his encounters with angels and demons, and his prophecies about the end of the world. The exclusion of these texts highlights the complex process of canon formation. It reminds us that early Christianity was not monolithic. Instead, it was a vibrant tapestry of different beliefs and interpretations. The Gospel of Thomas and the Book of Enoch offer valuable insights into this lost world of early Christian thought. Section 5. Echoes of Ancient Wisdom. The teachings of Jesus in Thomas often resonate with those of earlier traditions. Osiris, the Egyptian god of the underworld and rebirth, emphasized resurrection and life after death. Zahura, a central figure in Manichaeism, taught about the duality of light and darkness within each person. While not exact parallels to Jesus, these figures highlight the timeless human search for meaning and purpose. The similarities between Jesus' teachings and those of earlier traditions suggest that he may have been influenced by a wider stream of ancient wisdom. It is possible that he drew upon the teachings of mystery schools and esoteric traditions that existed throughout the ancient world. The Gospel of Thomas invites us to consider the possibility that Jesus' message was not entirely new. Instead, it may have been a reinterpretation and synthesis of ancient truths, passed down through generations. By studying the connections between Jesus' teachings and those of earlier traditions, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the richness and complexity of his message. Section 6. The mystery of Jesus' healing powers. The Gospel of Thomas mentions Jesus' healing powers, but frames them differently than the canonical Gospels. Rather than focusing on the miraculous aspect, Thomas emphasizes the faith required for healing. In one saying, Jesus tells a woman seeking her daughter's healing, "If you have faith like a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move." This focus on faith suggests that Jesus' healing powers were not merely supernatural acts, but involved a deep connection between the healer, the healed, and the divine. It is possible that Jesus understood the power of the human mind and spirit to influence physical well-being. The Gospel of Thomas invites us to consider the possibility that Jesus' healing powers were not simply magical acts, but involved a profound understanding of the interconnectedness of mind, body, and spirit. It suggests that true healing requires not only physical restoration, but also spiritual transformation. Section 7. Jesus and Atlantis. A bridge across time. Some scholars have proposed a more radical theory that Jesus' wisdom might trace back to the lost continent of Atlantis. While highly speculative, this idea connects with ancient myths of a technologically advanced civilization possessing deep spiritual knowledge. Could some of this wisdom have survived Atlantis' fall, passed down through generations to individuals like Jesus? The idea of Atlantis has captivated the human imagination for centuries. Plato first described it as an island nation with advanced technology and a utopian society. While most scholars believe Atlantis to be a myth, some argue that it may have been based on a real civilization that was destroyed by a natural disaster. The possibility that Jesus may have been connected to the wisdom of Atlantis is intriguing, but ultimately unprovable. However, it highlights the enduring power of ancient myths and their ability to inspire us to consider alternative possibilities about the past. Section 8. The enduring legacy. The Gospel of Thomas, regardless of one's beliefs, stands as a testament to the enduring mystery surrounding Jesus. It reminds us that the story we think we know is not the whole picture. The search for the historical Jesus continues, with each new discovery adding to the puzzle. The Gospel of Thomas challenges us to expand our understanding of Jesus and his teachings. It invites us to engage with his message on a deeper level, to wrestle with its complexities, and to draw our own conclusions. The Gospel of Thomas serves as a reminder that the search for truth is ongoing. It encourages us to question, to explore, and to remain open to new possibilities. In the words of Jesus himself, "Let him who seeks continue seeking until he finds."